Hi guys, this is Venki the Maverick. Once again, this is day number 2 of finding a needle in the haystack, and we have identified the diamond of the day. The person's name is Daulat Khan, and the organization is near the Elko market. Most people in Bandra or Bombay, they would know this place. This is a very, very popular Pani Puri shop. And the address, I was putting it in Google. I went round and round for almost 1.5 hours. Actually, I stay just on the other side of Bombay. So in case people are interested to know where I am, this is where I am. So then most people, when I asked the name or the place, they did not know. I had to literally keep finding my way inside. I actually already met her, so I know the details. So I'll kind of take you up to the shop. It's very, very busy. She's only a one lady person running this whole show. So this is the backstory. So there is a supermarket called All-in-One Supermarket, and so I read about it, and I was quite curious to know, like, how acid attack victims are running their own shop, supermarket. And so I thought, like, okay, let me go and see, and let's discuss and find out. This is the first time I'm interacting with this particular segment of people. And then I've read about, I know a lot of people have said a cafeteria and restaurant run by acid attack victims in Agra. It's a big success story. It's been all over the media, but the current situation is the court has put a stay order in that. She did not tell me why, but this is a shock to me, because we all think it's a big success story, and I also saw acid victims doing a ramp walk and a fashion show and all that. So जो आपके आंखों के सामने धूल चला रहे तो वो अभी मिटने वाला है. So just so that you know, she's if you see so many stop shops there, I said, like, where is this supermarket? Like, you have a supermarket. I thought somewhere near the road. So finally I narrowed down and realized that it's in a very, very small Kutti mall. And inside the mall also, I was asking people, where is this supermarket? Where is this supermarket? Nobody knew. Then I had to call her and find my way up. And so the issue is, the supermarket is operational, but the rents were extremely high. As you can see, this is Bandra, and they were originally promised about 25,000 or something, and they increased the rent to 50,000, so they could not afford it. So now they've got land in Versova Jetty, and they're building a little foundation office there, a very small office, about 1,000 square feet office, and she's requiring funds for that. She has approached a lot of people and banks and CSRs and everything, but as the story yesterday with Amin, the same story is repeating again. There's no funds, no space, so they are kind of doing it on their own. And just so that you know, Daulat B, the story is that her own sister and her husband, because of some land dispute, and they were forcing her to marry. She was a divorcee, forcing her to marriage. He refused, so he just threw acid on her face. And but she is a little educated, so she was able to come out of it. And most of the acid attack victims apparently are people who are not very educated. So that is why she is doing a supermarket. Same story like Amin, where he knew that street children who are uneducated are the ones who are most vulnerable. So he is doing that for them. And people who are educated, she said, like most people who have okay, where is this place? Okay, most people are who threw acid. So the thing is, your ears and eyes get impacted, so they actually turn up blind. But these are not blind by birth, because most people who are blind, actually they can do JAWS, and I know that they're very, very efficient with computer things. But since these girls are not actually technically blind originally, so they don't know that blind people can also do computers. So we talked a little bit about that. I was going to connect them to some NGO. I kind of really forgot where she is. So it's somewhere here, guys. So some small shop somewhere. She's tucked inside. I'll put the pictures there. And after that, the same kind of story. So she says, like, no, even if somebody can help her set up the shop. Okay, so in case somebody wants to set up a supermarket, if you have experience in setting up a small supermarket shop, you can come and do that. They need help with setting up their website, which I said I myself can do, but I'm pretty sure thousands of you guys can do website. And nowadays it's just drag and drop. You go to WordPress and drag and drop. You can create sites, you can create stores in Shopify and all that in 10 minutes. So these are some very simple areas where they need help, and I think it can be very easily done. So the biggest ticket size is probably they are looking for a space, they're looking for some funding to establish. They have about 100 asset like that victims as part of their association here, and I think in a supermarket, I think probably about 10 to 15 she might be able to employ, but the remaining are all at home. I think she's talked to some corporates. She named them, but I don't want to name it here. They all got resumes, 15, 20 resumes they picked up, and all these girls got very excited that this big company is going to employ them. They took them all, blah blah blah, and nothing happened. Not even one was selected. So they probably showcased it as, oh, we did an employment drive for acid attack victims, and probably put it on their Facebook and use them. Everybody is asking for their database. Lots of people have the database of all these girls, but apparently they don't have any jobs. And I did tell that, what about these girls whose boys and husbands and brothers are all still out there, and probably you don't know, your current boyfriend may be somebody who threw acid on these girls. So they're not that very active on social media, but if they do, they'll probably start exposing who these guys are, and you will be shocked to surprise, like most of these guys, they're not being touched legally, and they're all freely floating around. And just so that the girls who are watching this video, your boyfriend, or your husband, or your own brother may be one of the people who put them in this place. And just think for yourself before you get into social VCs and impact investments and things. Like, if something like this happens to you or your own daughter, okay, so who do you think is going to come and employ them and train them and make them into a shop sales girl and give them some employment so that they feel respected in the society? And she even said something like, I said, like, okay, I'm willing to give you a job, will you able to come? And she said, no, most of them cannot come even in the local train, because the people in the local train start objecting, saying like, train mein mat aao. And you know how guys in Bombay trains, how anal they can be. So even she was pushed into saying, tum burqa pehen ke aao, tum face ko cover karo, aisa mat aao, ye humko shock ho raha hai. So these are going to be the new faces of Fanita. So I'm kind of thinking like I'm going to recruit some of these people, and when you guys do face-to-face interviews, or when you come for video interviews, or when you say like, I want to talk to Venki, I want to pitch this, I want to pitch that, excellent. So these guys are going to be your secretaries, they are going to be your receptionists. So you need to face them, and we will be watching like whether we can actually have a face-to-face conversation with an acid attack victim, and not look at her face, but look at the hearts behind them, and people who can actually walk through fire would be the people whom I would like to meet. So I'm going to put an interface of people between you and me. So going forward, no more video interviews, no more personal interviews. So you first have to meet these girls, and they will screen you, they will interview. I will train them exactly what kind of questions they need to ask. They'll ask those questions, and if you're clear, then yes, I would definitely like to have interview. So Fanitas, the new face of Fanitas, we have identified. So over the course of next couple of weeks, you'll start seeing these people. They'll start popping up in our website. And so today's Uniq-corn of the day is Daulat. Daulat in Hindi actually means wealth. So you see how the connections are happening. Daulat, wealth, $1 billion. Uniq-corn of the day is Daulat B. Khan. She's not on LinkedIn, but they do have a page. The NGO has a page in LinkedIn, so you can go ahead and click. So as of today morning, I was a 29th follower, so I don't think she's posting much in LinkedIn, but we are going to help Daulat B. Khan and her team to create a web presence and come on board and see if we can create some land. And I'm really thinking, I think they should not be hiding in these little malls. They should actually go out in Phoenix Market City. I'm going to make some calls to Mr. Lodha and Mr. Hiranandani and see would they be able to provide a small store in one of their premium properties. And I think it is important that we face them. not push them to some side corner of this tiny little mall somewhere and push them and say that oh, that's your corner, that's where you stay. No, I would like to see the supermarket right next to Reliance and right next to Big Bazaar. I would actually like to see a supermarket run by Daulat BB and team. So let's see. It's going to take a week, a month, 6 months, a year. We are ready and we are going to keep pushing till we actually see a supermarket right next in the same malls which you guys are going, the same places, the Denzos and things. They will come to your door and deliver. Same 10-minute delivery they're going to do right to your doorstep. So let's see if you are ready for that. Thank you so much. This is the Maverick. This is day number 2, finding the diamond in the haystack. This is from Bandra East. Bandra West. Bandra West. I'm from Bandra East. This is Bandra West. Thank you so much. Have a nice day. Bye-bye.